Hey guys, Matt here for the Real DVD Watchers week 7 or 8 or something. I think it's 7. Let me start off by saying first video of the new year. Awesome. Welcome to 2009, people. Hope you guys had good New Year's and all the like. And I really haven't had a chance to watch too many movies, unfortunately. So yeah, that kind of sucks. But let's see, I'll do a review of there's some things I wanted to say here. I watched the movie Four Christmases with Vince Vaughn and Reese Witherspoon. I also watched the first half of 7 Pounds. So I'll talk a little bit about both those movies. But this coming week, I'm going to be seeing a bunch of movies in the theaters. I'm going to go see Yes Man. I'm going to go see Slumdog Millionaire. I'm going to go see... Crap, there's 2 more that I'm going to see this week. But I can't remember them right off the top of my head. But anyway, later tonight I'm going to see Four Christmases again. So the first time I watched Four Christmases was on the internet via a crappy quality streaming site, you know, like the YouTube, but they stream movies, that type of shit. And that's also how I watched the first half of 7 Pounds. So let's talk about Four Christmases real quick. I'm going to see it again in the actual theater with my girlfriend and my mom in about an hour. So I got to kind of make this fast. Four Christmases, like I said, I watched on the internet streaming, and it has Vince Vaughn in it, which I thoroughly enjoy. I really do like Vince Vaughn and his comedic performances, even his serious roles, which his kind of serious role, like in Into the Wild, for instance, he was still funny, but he was able to play serious, so that's cool. And Into the Wild, that's a good movie. Check that out too. So overall, I like Vince Vaughn. Now, when we get to Reese Witherspoon, I really have no personal opinion on her whatsoever. I did see Legally Blonde, but it was no big thing. I didn't like it too much. But it's just not my type of movie. What else was she in? Was she in Cruel Intentions, maybe? Yeah, I think she played the good girl in Cruel Intentions. She was cool in that. That movie where she gets naked, I've never saw it. I've seen the clip though. So anyway, you know, Reese Witherspoon is okay in my book. She's neither here nor there for me. So but Four Christmases is about 2 people who played by Vince Vaughn, a couple I should say, played by Vince Vaughn and Reese Witherspoon, and they do not want to hang out with their families for Christmas at all. And there's 4 of them because both their parents are like divorced or something, you know. So they each have two sets of families that they're trying to avoid. And each year they make up a fake excuse of why they can't come to Christmas dinner and be with their families on Christmas, you know. Like they're going to help starving children in Tahiti or something like that. You know, just make stuff up like that and actually go on vacation, like to an exotic place like Barbados or Hawaii or something like that. And so this particular year, they're avoiding their families, and all the planes, I think it's in San Francisco, if I'm not mistaken. I can't really remember. I watched it like a week ago. And so all the planes are grounded, and a news team comes up on them and interviews them what they're going to do now that no planes are leaving. And apparently all their, I know everyone that's reviewed this movie has said this, but apparently all the families were watching the same news station at the same time and saw that obviously they're going to be available for Christmas, so they have to go visit each family and stuff like that. And they're the type of couple that's like together, they really love each other and stuff like that, but they really don't believe in marriage that much or having kids, and they're in total agreement upon that marriage will probably just ruin everything, so they're cool with where they're at. And they think they know everything about each other, but through visiting each one of these families and having different stories told about them, truths come out. Obviously, when you're with family, they totally want to embarrass you, and you're with like a significant other, they totally want to embarrass you by telling stories of when you were a kid and showing pictures and stuff like that. So they start finding out stuff about each other that they didn't already know or that's interesting to them and stuff like that. And you know, the families are pretty cool too, because I think it's the mom for Vince Vaughn is Sissy Spacek, who is always awesome, good actress, really love her. You know, the girl from Carrie, stuff like that. She's older now, obviously. And his dad is Robert Duvall, which is another cool, great actor. Who I just reviewed a movie of his last week called Falling Down that he was in. And so Robert Duvall again was funny and really played it off good. The families were somewhat normal. They actually mostly were normal except for Vince Vaughn's brothers were UFC wrestlers, so that kind of got out of hand. I really didn't like those scenes too much, but other than that, it's pretty cool. And so yeah, that's basically the movie. You know, they find out they find the girl, Reese Witherspoon, finds out that, you know, maybe she does at one point want to have kids or want to get married, and it starts to change her whole visiting her family and seeing everyone that has kids and how their families are together and stuff like that. Really makes her rethink like her whole position on most things. So she's kind of coming around, like she wants to change and maybe at one time have kids or one time get married or something like that. And it's really great because the chemistry between Vince Vaughn and Reese Witherspoon is really, really awesome. The opening scene is pretty funny. I don't want to give it away because it is kind of cool and funny, so I don't want to give it away. But overall, this movie was surprisingly good. I thought, you know, well, I knew for Vince Vaughn was going to bring it up a notch for me because I pretty much like every comedy that he's in, pretty much. And so I figured I would probably just like okayly like it, but this was actually turned out to be a pretty good movie, and I give it 8 out of 10. And so that was that. I mean, if you're not really into Vince Vaughn or Reese Witherspoon or anything, I would at least give it a rental when it comes out, or if you can get it for free or watch it on the internet, do that. It is pretty funny, and like I said, 8 out of 10. And now we'll go on to 7 Pounds, which I know a lot of people liked, and Boomstick Please did not like. And I watched the first half of the movie on a streaming site, and you know, I haven't watched the second half yet, and that was like a week ago, so that tells you how I stand on that. I mean, it wasn't totally bad, but it wasn't good either. I really like Rosario Dawson, and I like her character in this, and Will Smith is okay. Woody Harrelson, who plays the blind guy, blind guy, and so far from what I've seen, he's cool too. But it just really didn't get me into it, and that was another movie that I'm going to see that I forgot in the earlier list is 7 Pounds. I will be going to see that in theaters, so I can catch the whole thing. I mean, I haven't really decided if I'm going. My friends invited me, but since I've already seen the first half, I'm not sure if I really want to go. I might just catch the second half online and just review it at a later date. So that's really the only thing that I got a chance to see this week because it was kind of hectic with Christmas and all that and the New Year. So yeah. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to 2009. I hope we all have a good one. And here's to another year of the DVD Watchers videos. I'll see you guys next week.